and welcome to my channel. Today I will be sharing some Christmas high-end Dollar Tree DIYs, and there are going to be 2 of them, so I hope you enjoy them. They all consist of dollar store supplies, and you'll need a printer for one of them, and they're very simple to make. So let's get started. The first thing that I'm going to be making is a sign. I love Christmas signs, and I especially love farm fresh Christmas tree signs. I don't know if you've noticed that if you watch my channel. But this one is very simple to make, and I wanted to share something that anybody could make. You don't need some special supplies besides the printer. So I had picked up this 11 by 16 frame from Dollar Tree, and it does have glass. I just cleaned it and it's drying, so I took the glass off because I'm going to be just adding a little bit of paint to make it look a little bit more rustic than just brown, and for that I'm just using acrylic paint and a brush. And then I had print out this Farm Fresh Christmas tree sign off the internet. Now this is not a design that's just out there. I just pretty much found an image and copied it and printed it. But you can find tons of different free printables. I can include some of them down in the description box. And then I also pre-cut a piece of poster board to fit inside to fit inside the frame. And then you're also going to need Mod Podge. I'm going to do a dry brushing technique. If you're not familiar with what that is you take a paint, and then you need a rag, and then you take some of that paint off so your paintbrush is not very saturated, and then you brush the paint on, because I'm not trying to cover the frame completely. I do want some of that brown to show through.
Christmas lights are all around. I can see.
So are you guys getting into Christmas? I have been thoroughly enjoying creating all these Christmas DIYs for my home that I will be decorating with, and I will be sharing some Christmas decor, decorate and clean with me videos up on my home channel. So if you're not subscribed and you want to see how I slowly decorate my home, make sure you are subscribed to my home channel. This won't take long to dry because I am dry brushing it, and I'm brushing it lightly, so it's not gonna take too much at all to dry. These signs can be quite expensive. I'm sure they're better quality than a Dollar Tree frame, but because I like to change out my decor so often, I am on a tight budget, so I like creating all of these, as many as I can myself. Okay, so that's done. I'm going to let it dry completely before I do anything else with it. Now moving on to my frame and my printable, my poster board and my printable. So I got my Mod Podge, and I'm going to take a brush. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this on, and I'm going to try and center it as much as possible. I'm going to eyeball it, but you can definitely use a ruler.
It's like they spell your name. It's insane. Now we're and cheer.
There we go. I think that's pretty good. And now I just want to make sure it matches so you don't see the difference that easily. I was gonna use my greenish pencil, but I'm gonna go with a pencil.
Now I got my eye set on you. I'm not gonna play it.
And I just want to thank you all. I crossed over to 10,000 subscribers yesterday, and I want to thank you all for getting me there, for being my continuing supporters. I appreciate you more than the words can say. And I'm so excited with what I have in store for you guys. So I think that looks pretty good. It does look like it's one piece. So now I'm going to Mod Podge the rest of it.
It's going down on Christmas Day. 'Cause I've been trying to tell you in every way. Yeah, I've been trying to show you.
So I'm going to let this dry completely before I move on to putting it in the frame. Now I'm going to put my glass in.
I wanna have someone to hold. Walking through the falling snow.
There we go. And this, it's curled up, so it's a good thing that I am putting it in. And what you can do is you can also put a little tiny piece of tape, which I might do, just so it keeps it in place a little bit better.
Trying to tell you in every way, but now I'll get it done. I'm not gonna wait. And right around the mistletoe, I'm gonna let my feelings.
Thinking I'm gonna put one more piece that it's a little bit more, so it's a little bit more solid at the back.
Always got you on my mind, but I know this time.
Now, if you have the backing for this, you totally don't have to do this part, but I do not have the backing for it, so that's why I was taping it. And here we go.
You're on top of my list, only wish. And as we decorate the tree.
So for this project, I picked up this Betty Crocker cake board at Dollarama. Now I know that Dollar Tree carries not maybe Betty Crocker, but ones like this. This is the 12-inch one, which works, but if you want to have a bit more space, I would suggest picking up a bit bigger one. Around pizza, those plates they have at Dollar Tree would work as well. Then I picked up a wood shelf liner, the wood look shelf liner at Dollar Tree, and this Merriam Bright sign. And then you're gonna also need hot glue, and I am using Christmas red and green red and some white acrylic paint as well. And then I'm not sure whether I'm gonna use ribbon. I'll kind of decide as I go. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I am going to attach the shelf liner to my the cake board. Also, what would work too, if you found one of those round cutting boards that are already wood, or even plastic would work. So I'm going to cut this to size, well, to somewhat of a size.
Only you and me. I'll be making plans, make you understand.
I'm cutting it a bit bigger just in case.
I'm not gonna play it safe. I'm not gonna play it safe. It's going down on Christmas Day. 'Cause I've been trying to tell you in every way. Yeah,
this doing it slowly definitely works better than rushing. I'm just folding this here just so it's kind of keeps it in place while I smooth it out. And I'm going to cut it. Thought I could fold it in, but I think cutting it would be probably. Nice and smooth. Now the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm going to paint my Merry and Bright.
What to do? I'm trying to tell you in every way. Yeah, I'm trying to show you, but somehow fail. I wanna have someone to hold. Walking through the falling snow. I'm trying to tell you in every way.
Okay. And now the bottom I'm going to paint with green. Ooh, almost dipped it in red. And now the middle I'm going to use white paint. So that's done. I'm going to let it dry before I glue it onto the sign. So here it is, and I have actually decided to glue some twine on the edging just to make it a little bit more cleaner. I think that had cleaned it up a little bit, just so you can see it a little closer. And now for my Merry and Bright sign. I was playing around with it a little bit just so it fits a little bit better. So there we go. So I'm going to put hot glue on it. There we go. And now I'm not sure if I want to go in and put a bow in here. Well, I'm gonna make one anyways and then go from there. And I want to use this piece of burlap that I have. I'm just gonna hot glue it. I'm not a bow maker by any means. I have this burlap that came from a place called burlap.com. They had sent me a box of a whole bunch of different stuff a while back, and I'm still working through it. And then this one, the red truck, which is at this moment my favorite thing. And I'm going to, that came from Dollar Tree. Then I also have this one that just says Merry Little Christmas. Have yourself a Merry Little Christmas. That also came from Dollar Tree. I'm thinking if I should use this one to tie the ribbon in the middle.
I'm gonna let it show. I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna let it show. I'm gonna let it show.
And what do you guys think? Right there? I can maybe add this to the bottom too, or across like that, or should I go without it? I feel that these are a little long. I wonder if I hit them and just put it like that. I'm thinking I'm going to leave it off, and I want to know what you guys would do. Would you leave it on or would you put it off? I think the sign is kind of cute just on its own. Kind of a bit of a 3D design. Let me know down in the comments what you would do. So here they both are. I think they both look really good and definitely would look good with any decor. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give me a thumbs up, and if this is your first time stopping by my channel, I would love it if you considered subscribing, pressing the notification bell so you don't miss out any of my future DIYs. And until next time, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching.